What's going on, y'all? Good morning. It is November 8th, 2012. We just dealt with re-election of the president. I'm glad that all that has finally come to a close. It is now it's like 10 in the morning. I'm tired. With the weather change, kind of tired. So I just woke up. I've got my coffee. I'm looking a little rough, but that's okay. Um, I'm putting this video out, and I'm gonna put out a couple other. I'm gonna put some more out this morning. Um, I had a lot of people ask me, Gerald, uh, what was the real reason why you started putting these videos out? Okay, well, I wanted to answer that. Number one, I got to a point where I really wanted to take my spirituality serious. I've always strived to live a good life. I'm a good man, and I deserve to have all the blessings that are afforded to me. However, what initially started my journey was through a very painful time. I went through a breakup. I was in a relationship for 6 years. Thought I was going to marry this person. I felt that this person was the love of my life. And dealing with that reality, it simply put, devastated me. But what it did was it also built insight, which will bring clarity. Because I had gotten to my lowest point as a human being when it came to understanding. I didn't understand why I was going through what I was going through, and I knew that Christ is the only person that could heal or hear my dilemma. And that was the first time I really, truly got real with myself. And in turn doing so, I submitted everything about me. As all Christ is a jealous, loving God. He wants nothing more to bless you. However, whatever you value, if you put that before Him, He's going to take it away. He's going to make sure that you realize that you don't put anything before Him. So the things that I valued, they were removed, simply put. And I'm going to tell you, there's no pain that is deep when you love someone, truly love someone, and try to build a world with them, and they don't love you back. It is colder than the coldest day, and it's more sobering than the brightest day with noon. I'm telling you, reality. Oh yeah, you get it. You definitely get it. And it was hard. And we're going on. Actually, December will be a year that she broke up with me. But I actually realize it now that it was actually a blessing in disguise, because I was able to look at there were a lot of flaws. There were a lot of things that could have been done better from my point of view. Communication. And I'm going to expand that on other videos. But what that did was it it got me to a place where there's no distractions. As the scriptures say, peace be still. Well, when you're living a life where there is no still, how do you know what peace looks like? How do you know that you're deserving of it? Because you take your dysfunction as norm. So, as I started my journey in October of 2011, that was really the time I really got real with my life. Now, I've always prided myself as being a hard worker, and I feel like I communicate very well. I know what the values of life is. However, everyone has room for improvement. But what I really learned through my journey is, if you allow your pride or ego to place false direction, false reassurance, what's going to happen is you're setting yourself up for a harsh reality, because your perception, everything about it, the people, your existence, it's fake. It's fake. So, now looking at it, I'm like, wow. But I will say this. I don't regret my time, even though it ended very bad. It actually made me look at what I was lacking within myself. You've got to value yourself, man. You've got to, and your self-worth. At the end of the day, if it don't feel right, give it a go to correct it. But if you keep going back to that same position, it ain't meant for you. You can't force a square in a circle. You can't. And when I started to see that, when I started to really, to be honest with you, the more and more, it seemed like the more and more I embraced my spirituality, and I started getting clarity, it seemed like the first thing that I noticed that shifted were the people in my life. That just blew my mind. I didn't understand that. I'm like, wait a minute. You guys are supposed to have my best interest, right? But in actuality, it just put a spotlight on the things that I negated. So that's the reason that this all came to be. And I've heard many people say that through adversity is discovery. It's true. You gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta be true to thyself. If you ain't true to yourself, everything around you is plastic. You deserve that for yourself. So, I made a decision. I said, a lot of people make a mistake. They'll think, well, if I change the environment, I change the scene, the issues is, They disappear. In actuality, if you don't allow yourself time to heal, and some people can, it may take 6 months, it may take whatever, you have to allow yourself to get back to one. Remember, realize what I'm saying is this. You remember how you felt before you were in that relationship? When you look at yourself now. Now the beautiful thing about that is, and I'm really thinking right. Anything that is divinely willed, no matter what the circumstances, if God has it set for you to have, you're going to have. You're going to have it. So, if people come in your life and go out of your life, if God has yoked you with that person, it doesn't matter what their circumstances is, what they're going through, or what they may accomplish. At the end of the day, you're going to be with them. You will. But you got to learn. There are lessons in everything, and that's the real reason I think why people are yoked spiritually, because you learn off of each other. You evolve with each other for a divine purpose. So I tell everybody, leave the door open, because when you change for the better, negativity always finds a way out. It does. But start off loving yourself first. Doesn't mean being selfish. It doesn't mean it that way. What I'm saying is, make yourself, define yourself like gold. Think about gold. They put that, and that's in the scriptures, you know, that whole process of being tested by the fire, so all the impurities come out. That's your self-worth. And you deserve all the blessings you are entitled to. Never concede that. Never do that. Do not. And trust, believe. If you treat yourself like a diamond, and they drop you and pick up a rock, well, guess what? Someone else is gonna, that may be the person for you, will always find you. You know, I'm a firm believer of that. You know, it's like a lot of times we tend to think, well, I'm just gonna go find someone else. First of all, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why? It's in the Bible. When a man, you know, when a man seeks a wife, it is good. I hope I said that right. Let God bring your partner to you. Let him. Because unless you're a glutton for punishment, and the only thing that can serve as that is the wisdom of what not to do. But it starts with your authentic self first, y'all. But I got some other things that I want to really expound on. I'm already hitting on 14, and I ain't trying to do that. And it's early. Anyway, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay true to you, and be blessed. Bye.